Hi, my name's John. Welcome to another Sunday night nightcap. Tonight's nightcap is nearly all lathe work. A lot of it is actually screw cutting. I do a big 4 TPI thread. I hope you find it interesting. Unfortunately, that's just me here this week, so I'm going to have to do the draw for the metric micrometer. Before I do the draw, that's about 100 names came in through the week, so I'll give them a good mix in. Right, that's a decent mix up. Right, pick one out. There's the one. Right, the name I've got here is Chris Davis. Right, Chris, all you need to do is send me an email with your address and I'll get that posted off to you as soon as possible. I'm going to do another giveaway. This time it's going to be for 25mm metric mic, a Moore and Wright one. This is a 25mm Moore and Wright micrometer. I don't really go away. Like I say, it's been raffled at least 3 times and hasn't been claimed. It's a nice, accurate little micrometer. Certainly well worth trying to win. I've tried several times to do this draw. I think it's been raffled 3 or 4 times. It's never been claimed, so hopefully this time it will be claimed. As usual, if you want to enter the raffle, all you have to do is send me an email. That's my email address up there. That's the new email address. The old one does still work. All I need in your email is your name, your full name, like John Mills, not just John. Your name goes in the bucket. If it's pulled out, I'll post that off to you anywhere in the world, completely free of charge. As I keep saying, it's just a little way of me giving something back for all the help and support I've had. I've got people giving us items now, specifically to be given away. I mean, I've got 2 of these. There's one I use, and I've got a brand new one. It's too good to use. I don't need 3. I just don't need to put it in a drawer. I'd rather have somebody get some use from it. Anyway, best of luck, hope you win it. I've had some good feedback from people who have bought cups and hats and shirts from us. Don't forget, the link's still active in the description box. If you go there, you can see all the double boost items that are up for sale. Everything that is sold does go to help me make better videos, run the shop, and hopefully get to America again this year for the bash. Anyway, thanks for having a look. There's a little bit of viewer mail coming this week. I'll give you a quick look at that before we get on with the video. This turned up with a package at work this week. Moore and Wright. Nice little letter. Right, Roger, thanks very much for this. I haven't got a micrometer like that. Really is a nice little sort of a half-size micrometer. It's metric, in really good condition. So that's one I'll be keeping, and you'll see us using that one. Interesting design on the anvil. Anyway, once again, thanks very much. I've got a drone here for a Mandrel adapter for the lathe. It's got a 4 TPI thread on, that's the interesting part. It's got some threads in here. What he actually wants is a Morse taper, 3 Morse taper shank putting on it. All the dimensions are there I need. I've got some suitable material. I've got a nice bar end there, decent material I'll be able to get the body out of. And I've also got what I call a soft Morse taper. That's actually soft so you can machine it, which means I can put some threads on there, put some threads into there, screw tight and Loctite them together, and that will go into the Mandrel of my lathe and be machined off that Morse taper. So hopefully it should be all nice and running true and square. The interesting part's going to be cutting the thread, which is 4 TPI 55° thread form. I can cut 4 TPI in this lathe by using some transition gears in the back of the lathe. purely bang good. Doing the job, no problem at all. That's up to 17.5. .4, 17.5. This would be a good test for the gripability of that TPI AR32 chuck. Got a decent thread in there, which is what we need. Right, decent casing put on here. Yeah, that's nice. Dummy end here which goes on is a protector just to protect the threads and the taper. That's the adapter that goes from whatever taper that is in there to number 3 Morse taper. You must make sure that's clean, which is it is, because I did clean all these up the other week when I did a video using all this. And so that goes into there. This is what we're going to make the Mandrel out of. That goes into there. Right, and then that's going to rely purely on the friction drive between the Morse taper. I'll put a clock gauge on there, but that should in theory be running dead true. Right, so that's got nothing really, which is what you'd expect. So now I need this machining down in a thread putting on it, and it'll show that leaving, and that's going to get that boss stored onto it, and then we can machine that on the job, so to speak. That's 22 dead on. I need to put a little groove in there for the screw cutting tool to drop into. And also make sure that's the screw square all the way home onto the piece I'm actually making. Just nice and square onto the job. Right, so that's a nice square shoulder we've got on there now. I mean, this chuck adapter is just going to be used on a rotating table for a welding fixture basically, so it's not going to have a great lot of torque going through it. It hasn't got to be that accurate, but we'll obviously try and get it as good as we can for the lad. That's lovely material to machine that. Right, this is a 2.5mm thread foam tool. You need to make sure it's at 90 degrees to the job, which it is there, because it's touching that, the face on that gearbox is all set up, so basically it's ready to start cutting the thread. Just going to mark it with some ink just so I can do a very, very fine test cut like that. Touch the tool off. Zero the cross slide, because I'm just going to use the cross slide to put the cut on. We're not going to use an angled compound slide. These insert tools do seem to cut a thread, no problem at all. Right, a little bit of cut on. I'm waiting for me thread indicator to come around. And again, gauge this on any numbered line. I think I'll just slow that layer down a little bit. I'm not in a hurry. It's not a competition. I hope you can see this. It is spot on. That's it there. Spot on 2.5. So at least we're cutting the right pitch. It always pays you to check on the first cut. So no use waiting till you get near the end and find the bastards the wrong pitch. Right. A bit of lubricant on it. You've got to get into a routine doing this. Do things exactly the same way every time. Very easy to make a mistake. So the way I do it, zero the cross slide, take the away from the job, back into zero, put some cut, watching for the indicator to come round. You can engage it on any numbered line. The one coming up there. Basically keep your hand on the lever, you can't lose it, especially on a short thread. Right, unfortunately I've missed the last one or two cuts, but it does screw on quite nicely. I'll clean this off with brake cleaner, Loctite it onto there, and then we can go about machining it. That's doing anything with those chips on braking. Try a different tool. Bastard! Horrible. Horrible. Ah! Look at the bastard things. Nasty. Really, really nasty they are. Cut your part you as well. Horrible bastards. Really sharp and nasty. Really sharp and nasty.